What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with a brand new review for Baddies Africa Season 7, episode, I think this is 9, it might be 10, I'm not entirely sure, but whatever episode it is, it'll be correct in the description of this episode review. But before we go ahead and get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on your post notifications, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let us go ahead and discuss, what did I say we were talking about? Baddies Africa. Shout. All right, you guys, so you know this week is my birthday week. So after you see this video, you guys probably won't see anything else until Friday. And this is episode 9. So you guys probably won't see anything else until Friday, more than likely. So Real Housewives of Miami will be behind. And so Real Housewives of Orange County, that will be on time. But yeah, anything after Baddies, you won't see me until Friday, because birthday is Wednesday. But this episode, it was an okay episode, I guess. The episode was titled She's Back, and y'all know who's back. The one that I can't stand, Summer. So this episode opens, and we still in this episode, picked this episode up where the last episode ended. Y'all remember the last episode that Tavy, whatever her name is, her and Lex were fighting each other, right? What I will say about Tavy is Tavy has a whole lot of heart. I will give her that, because she don't back down when it comes to Lex. But what I will say is I'm glad she don't back down, but Lex was pummeling her. Lex was giving it to Tavy. And then her lips started bleeding again. I said, damn, girl. So then you hear Dolly's old whack ass, lame ass in the background talking about whoop that hoe, whoop that hoe. I was like, well, how about you get out there and whoop that hoe? Because she wanted to fight you over her chain that you snatched off. But Lex decided to, get up there for you. So why don't you get out there and whoop her? So then they try to figure out why Lex is fighting her. They eventually break, because they fought 2 rounds, right? So Lex says the reason Lex is fighting her is still stemming from the whole us talking to Fauna. And I was like, what does that have to do with you? Yes, you got a beef with Fauna, but that's because you, Summer, and Dolly started their beef with her, Killer, and K. Rican on the bus in Cape Town. So I don't get it, right? So and then you got Dolly talking shit, and it's like, Dolly, you lame and you weak as hell. Because here's the thing, I know you got this eye patch over your eye, but if you really wanted to get out there with this girl, you absolutely would have done so, but you didn't. And like I said, you look weak as fuck. That's my personal opinion. You guys may agree, disagree. It is what it is. So they got back on the bus, right? I know it was Dolly, it was Lex, it was Russian Cream, DTB, and I think LCK and Choco Brown. I think they were all on the same bus together, right? So Russian Cream asked Dolly about the chain, and she's like, why does hoe keep asking me questions? Well, she asking you valid questions. Where's this girl? Like, everybody wants to know, where's this girl chain at? Like, you gonna give her chain? Like, what you gonna do with the chain, girl? And she getting pissed off, right? So then Lex is talking about the reason that she ended up fighting Tavy, right? Like I said, the reason she fought Tavy once again is because of her talking to Fauna, right? But then Lex feels that when it comes to Tavy, that Tavy picks and chooses who she wants to fight. I was like, kind of like you, because I ain't seen you, because let's go back to last season when y'all found out that Natalie was the one who switched them rooms. Neither you nor Ivory did anything. So you pick and choose, right? Like, you pick and choose. So shut up, Lex. And I'm not saying that you're scared of anybody, but you definitely picked and choose. So then she says, no, scratch there, right? So they get back to the crib, and at this point they're getting ready to go out to the club. So they're going to this club called Live, right? Now, I want to ask a question because I forgot to mention this in last week's review when Natalie revealed who the celebrity guest is. Who is Marissa Danae? I really want to know the answer to that question. Who is Marissa Danae? I don't know nothing about her. Ain't never heard of her. What is she famous for? What makes her a celebrity? Because again, and she's from Dallas. Still don't know who she is. So, okay, Marissa Danae, she's a celebrity guest. Whatever. So we get to the next morning, right? So the next morning, Rolly and Scotty are talking to Marissa. So Marissa lets them know that she knows Russian Cream. And they were like, well, how do you know Russian Cream? So I'm going off of what I've heard, what they said. So it sounded like Russian Cream and Marissa Danae, because Marissa said, y'all know I'm gay. I was like, okay, what that mean? What that mean? We know you gay. So Russian Cream and Marissa Danae, it sounded like they had a threesome with each other. And I was like, okay, weird, but okay. Also, Marissa is dating Cole Killer's, the father of Cole Killer's child. And I was like, okay. So a 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon kind of way, cool, whatever, right? So then Natalie comes out. I'm gonna ask this question. I didn't even take a picture of it, but that part that was in Natalie's wig, it was a big ass, wide ass part. I said, Natalie, who did this wig for you? Because whoever did it for you, you should fire them and kick their ass, because they don't like you. They really don't like you because that wig, mama, that wig wasn't it. That wig wasn't it. That wig wasn't hitting. Neither is your makeup, but I'll let you slide with the makeup. But that wig, I cannot let you slide with, Natalie. Absolutely the fuck not. The wig is one thing. The makeup is another thing. If you're going to struggle with one of the two, pick one struggle and stick with it. If you're going to have a struggle wig, keep the struggle wig, but keep good makeup. If you have good makeup, then you can have a struggle wig. So Natalie didn't know that whole stuff about, she knew about the Cole Killer, the father of Cole Killer's son, whatever she got, right? But she didn't know that Marissa likes women. So Marissa did say that she fucks with Cole Killer. Cool. So we see Summer's bum ass come back, right? Now the whole time I'm looking at Summer, I'm looking right here. She got like, it's a little keloid thing right here, right up under her nose. I was like, damn, whoever hits you, they did a number on you. Then she still got these braces. She got her braces on, but in her interview, she does not have her braces on. And I was like, so, and I've noticed, I've been knowing for a while that Summer had her braces off, right? But some of you might want to get your teeth fixed because your teeth are still fucked up. Because I was looking at your bottom row of teeth. Your bottom row of teeth are still got spaces in them. So you might want to go get some veneers, get the braces put back on, get something done, right? Because your teeth are still fucked up. So then we see as Russian Cream. So it was Russian Cream. I believe it was LCK. Ivory came out there. Lex is out there, and I forgot who else was outside, but they were talking, right? So Russian Cream says that she still want to fight with K Rican, and the reason why she wants to fight K Rican is, remember that night that they had that big huge brawl? So remember when Russian Cream was walking and K Rican just hit her? Well, she wants to fight her because of that. And I was like, you know what? That's valid, right? You snuck me and I wasn't paying attention, so I want to get my lick back. I'm cool with it. The thing about Russian Cream is, Russian Cream, right? My problem with Russian Cream is it feels like Russian Cream is a flip-flopper. It feels like Russian Cream goes wherever the wind blows her. Like she don't have no true alliance with nobody. And it's not a bad thing, but it's not a good thing either, right? If you were somebody that was neutral, that would be one thing, but you're not neutral because you were linked when you first got there. And I think most of the girls got linked up with people just by happenstance, right? Like Cole Killer, K Regan, and Fauna, those three got linked up because they fought against Lex, Ivory, and Summer, right? No, Dolly, Summer, and Lex. If I said Ivory, my bad. That's why those three linked up. And then the same kind of thing happened with Tavi, Russian, Russian Cream. These names, I really wish these girls would go by their government names. But Russian Cream, Tavi, and Elsie, they kind of became a trio by happenstance as well, right? So Ivory's telling Russian Cream and LCK that they've been, so she's heard that they've been talking about leaving two girls behind. Bitch, if I'm not from leave me behind, bitch, what you finna do is if you never mind. So they're gonna leave two people behind, and the names that are they think about leaving some people behind, and the names that are coming up are Russian Cream and LCK. So Ivory wants to know if it comes down to it, would you two fight with each other? Elsie is like, I can't fight. Which girl, we definitely know you can't fight. But Russian Cream says, if I gotta do what I gotta do, then I gotta do what I gotta do. So you would. That's what I think is so stupid that y'all would fight people. That's why I've never watched those auditions, because I think those auditions are dumb as hell too. Like, you're fighting people for what? You find people that you don't know to get get on this show. Okay, I mean, I think that's dumb, but whatever. So then we see as Summer, Lex, Dolly, they having a conversation, right? So they getting Summer caught up on all the fights they've had. They're getting Summer caught up on fighting Tavi, whatever her name is. And the fact that Dolly snatched her chain and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, Dolly, the more you talk about this fucking chain, it really do show what a fucking hater you are. And you want to keep sitting here saying that you don't feel no type of way about the chain. Yes, you do. It would behoove you to be honest and say, yeah, I feel a way that a girl from this season got her chain before me, and I didn't even get my chain last season. But Natalie told you you're gonna get your chain. So just say I'm a classic grade A fucking hater, and that's why I snatched her chain. And then you keep calling her a boy and a man. And like I said last week, Dolly, without your wig on, you give what you give. Michael Myers. So I wish you would stop I wish you would stop misgendering Tavy, because she doesn't look like a man. She don't. But you are a sight for sore eyes without a wig on. And that's what I will say right there. You're a sight for sore eyes without a wig. So then we see, as I'm picturing it in my brain. So it's Tavi. It's Tavi. Then you have what's her name? I can't think of old girl name. From y'all know old girl from last season. The one that last week her papa died. What the fuck is her name? Jesus, I can't think of her name right about now. But it's Tavi. Oh, it's Tavi. Damn it! I'm gonna keep on until I remember her name. Pretty P. So it's Tavi. Pretty P is DTB. Now, Diamond, I'm gonna ask you this question, girl. Why are you sitting here in your bra and your panties? I was confused why Diamond was sitting there in her bra and panties. So it was those three talking at one point, right? And then K Rican and Fauna came out, right? So, and if it's somebody else that was out there, I forgot, but I really think it was just those three. It was those three. So then they came out there. They're having a conversation about Russian Cream, right? So apparently before filming started, Rush and Cream was talking about the fact that Summer, Dolly, and Lex, that everybody else is cuter than them. I was like, okay. So I guess Rush and Cream must have overheard them talking, and so she decided to hightail it to Summer, Lex, and Dolly to tell them before they told her, before any of those girls told them what was said. And this was the point where I was like, oh, I ain't gonna say you a flip flopper, but you again, like I said, you go wherever the wind blows you, cause you ain't loyal to nobody. Which again, I know you ain't gonna be loyal to those girls because they ain't cool with you. But the fact that you came in here knowing you made a video talking about these three, what did you think was gonna happen? What did you think was gonna happen? So she's apologizing to them and she's saying, you know, I get drunk, I say shit, and I don't remember shit. Then that means you need to stop drinking. If you got a problem like that, that means you need to stop fucking drinking. But hey, that's neither here nor there, right? So then we see as Natalie decides to call a fucking house meeting. I said, oh God. And the house meeting is about, so Natalie says she's tired of the whole chain thing. Because I think this was Rolly. Rolly said that a girl was at a booking, right? And somebody in the crowd snatched the girl's chain off. I said, really? That's about as stupid. Because I think snatching the people's chains off is dumb. But I also think what the girls are doing, what some of the girls are doing now is even dumber. Because my thing is snatching the girl's chains off. What are you gonna do with it? If you've never been on Baddies, if you don't plan to be on Baddies, what's the purpose of you taking somebody's chain and wearing the chain? Like, I don't get it, right? Much like I don't understand Summer with the Bad Girls symbol in the middle of her chest. And then Tavy got the Bad Girls Club symbol tattooed on her. I was like, why are y'all getting the Bad Girls Club symbol tattooed on y'all? Y'all have never been a part of the Bad Girls Club. Never were, never will be. Even though, there has been some, there was a year or two ago, they were talking about bringing Bad Girls Club back, but I don't know what's happened with that. But again, y'all were never on Bad Girls Club, so I really feel like that's a slap in the face to the actual bad girls who were on there. But hey, it is what it is. So we get the house meeting, right? So Tavy decides to address Dolly. And because Natalie even said, like, give her the fucking chain back. And Dolly just sitting over there look. I'm like, this has got to be some hater shit. Because Natalie was like, I don't care if it's broke. I don't care what is wrong with the chain. Just give her the fucking chain back. And Tavy wanted it with Dolly. So the episode ended with Tavy and Dolly fighting each other. Honestly, I can't even tell you guys, even just from looking at that, I can't tell you guys who won. Because y'all know Dolly fights so weird. The way Dolly fights is just the weirdest shit that I've ever saw in my life. But that's neither here nor there. Again, that was the end of the episode. Be sure to like the video, you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notifications. Share the video, you guys. Until the next time, stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys. So yeah, I'll probably see you guys on Friday. Ain't no probably. I will see you guys on Friday because after this video is edited and uploaded, y'all ain't gonna see nothing. Well, damn. So Thursday night I'm probably gonna have to sometime Thursday or probably Friday. Everything will pop up on Friday. Real Housewives of Orange County, Miami, They Cutting the Fool, and Let's Get Into the Blogs. You guys will all see those on Friday. So it look like I'm gonna be doing 2 back-to-back lives. Two back-to-back lives is not what I want to do. But we'll get through it. We'll get through it nonetheless. But yeah, you guys, that's all I got. I will see you guys in the next one. Again, stay safe. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys for Real Housewives of Miami, Orange County. Let's Get Into the Blogs. and they couldn't have fooled. If there's anything that they couldn't have fooled about this week, I'll see you guys for all of that stuff when I get back for my little birthday. So I'm gonna do a day trip. I was gonna go to LA, but I'm so glad that I did not go to LA because this morning when I woke up, yeah, I have a muscle spasm. Now, it's not as bad as it once was, but I got a muscle spasm and it ain't hitting. So I'm gonna do a day trip and go to Austin for my birthday. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.